have a little toy here. What's this? Yeah. And? Now, do we know, Veronica, what these bits are? What, for example, Veronica, is this? England. Very good. Great. Yeah? It's the flag of England. It's the flag of England, and we call it the flag. It's a name of a person, actually, Veronica. It's a name. We have an expression which is, you've got something to write on, haven't you? We have an expression called patron saint. Yeah? And the patron saint of England, do you know, Veronica, who that is? Yeah. George. Excellent. Really good. And that's the flag of St. George. And this one, Ola, do you have any idea?
It's a flag.
Okay, let's, in your group, see if you can talk to each other about what flag that is, what flag that is, and what flag that is, and then decide on one person in your group to feed back, to tell us what you have decided. We'll just give you 1 minute for that. Okay? I don't know what techniques you use for group work, yeah? but when you get somebody to feed back from a group, and it's a nice kind of mini presentation skill, and to do it regularly, and to make sure that somebody does it differently. Oh, you want to start? Got it.
So first one is the English flag.
That one's the English flag.
Scottish flag.
And that is the Scottish flag. And do you know the patron saint? Very good. It's me, you know? Andrews, yeah? Like, of Andrew. That's me. That's right, yeah? Andrew. And that one? Wales. Yeah? Let's see in this group. Who is going to feed back in your group? Yeah? Zosha? No? Olga. Olga. Okay, tell us, Olga, what you decided. What's that? England, Scotland, and it's not Wales, it's very good. Ireland, very good, Veronica. Ireland. And Ireland is the flag of Saint Patrick, very good. Yeah. So who is going to feed back here? Magda, you're going to tell us?
England, Scotland and St. Patrick.
England, Scotland and St. Patrick. Very good, yeah. And after Thursday, on Thursday is a big day in Britain. Next Thursday. When is Wojtek? What's the date next Thursday?
Next Thursday?
Yeah. Ola, what's the date next Thursday? What's the date next Thursday?
In England?
Yes. Well, Poland, most places. Sometimes it changes according to time zones. Sometimes it's Thursday in one country and Friday in another. In the United States of America, according to time zones. And we used to have time zones in Britain before the railways. Before we had the railways, London time was 15 minutes different from Barnstaple time, which is where I work in Devon. But now it's the same time, but it didn't used to be. Yes, wait there. What time? When is it? What's the date? What's next Thursday? What's the date next Thursday?
18th of September.
Fantastic. Fantastic. The 18th of September. And on the 18th of September, in Scotland, they are having a referendum. A referendum. When people vote if they want to be in Britain or if they don't want to be in Britain. And we're having a vote. Has there ever been a referendum in Poland? Yes. When was the last referendum in Poland? When you joined the European Union. And you voted yes. Yeah? So, on, when's Thursday? When's Thursday? What's the date on Thursday? 18th of September. And what will there be in Scotland on the 18th of September? What will there be on the 18th of September in Scotland? A referendum. And people will vote. And what will they vote, Zosha, about? Oh my God, she said. Oh my God. They will vote, Zosha, either to, let's have a gap fill, either in the or to, in your group, can you fill in those gaps? Can you fill in, good, can you fill it together? Can you talk about either to John, what have you written?
I think that enter to stay.
Fantastic, well done. Yeah. And how do we spell stay? How do you spell stay?
S-T-A.
Very good. Either to stay in the... What's UK?
Or to leave.
Yeah, very good. And what's UK, John? What is UK? United Kingdom, very good. Yeah? Or to leave the UK. And then, if Scotland leaves the UK, then maybe the flag will look like that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? To have a new flag. And that would be how it would be different. So it's very interesting. So on maybe one of the questions you could ask them in the test is, yeah, what is happening on next Thursday? Yeah? And what would you do? Just think now. Would you vote for Scotland to stay in the United Kingdom, or would you vote for, if we were doing this properly, yeah, and we had time, we could do stuff about Scotland, and next week in your classes would be a great opportunity to do stuff about Scotland. I don't know how much space that you have, and I've been having discussions over the last 2 days about your national curriculum, and there being very little space for different things, but all good pedagogy is based on drawing in what's going on now in the world. I don't know what you did on 9/11, if you had an appropriate group all those years ago, but in the classroom we looked at what we discussed that happened. You know? Things that happen in the world, we take them into the classroom. We do stuff on Christmas and on Easter, different celebrations. Scotland next week would be a great thing to look at. Yeah? So just have a quick discussion, 1 minute. Yeah? Would you vote for Scotland to stay in the United Kingdom, or would you vote against? Yeah? Just talk to each other quickly about it. What would you vote? And then we'll have a vote. I don't know how often you vote in your classes on things. Yeah? How often you get students to vote on lots of things. What are we going to do now? What parts of this course book are we going to do? How much do you involve your students in decision making? and negotiating what happens in the classroom. In that article, The Essentials of a Communicative Curriculum in Applied Linguistics, negotiation was a key aspect of what communicative language teaching was about, and involving students in deciding how they work. Do they work in pairs? Do they work in groups? What is the content that we're going to work on? What bit of the course book are we going to leave out? All of those things to involve students in making those decisions. And to make it language work. So you teach all the grammar and all the vocabulary through actually discussing learning. Okay, so let's have a vote. Put your hands up if you vote for Britain, for Scotland, to stay in the United Kingdom. Put your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. And put your hands up for Scotland to leave the United Kingdom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very interesting. And if we have time now, we spend more time. But this is something that you could do. You could get your students on Monday morning, you could get them to find out a little, if you've got an appropriate group, and then ask them to find out about what are the arguments for, what are the arguments against, and then on Thursday, on the actual day, if you have an appropriate group, you could actually have a discussion and a vote in your class. I've worked a lot in the Hungarian Teacher Association and worked a lot on local branches and how to organise small-scale events that don't cost any money at all, that don't involve flying speakers in from the United States or Britain and spending loads of money, but creating a little bit of space where you just come together with a few friends and talk about what happens in your class. It's a very simple thing, but it can be one of the most effective forms of teacher development. And as I said before, videoing yourself is fantastic. Once you've got over, I need to lose some weight, you know, I'm never going to wear that shirt again, you know. Once you've got over all of that, watching yourself teach, you can learn so much. I don't know if you've ever videoed yourself or when was the last time that you videoed yourself, but you can learn so much from it. Okay, let's be quiet now and let's just listen to what the students wrote about the lesson. Clara? This lesson was very original. Yeah? Magda? This lesson was interesting. Carolina? This lesson is funny. Yeah? Veronica? This lesson is very interesting and funny. Zosha?
It was fun, adventure and I liked it.
It was fun, adventure, and I liked it. Yeah? Olga?
The lesson was interesting.
The lesson was interesting. Ola?
For me, this lesson was interesting and original.
Interesting and original. Yeah? Vojta?
We have one question.
You've done it as a group. Good. Can you read out nice and loud, Hubert?
It was like a little baby learning how to speak. It doesn't learn grammar and vocabulary, but just speaks.
It speaks. Very good. Yeah. Can I just read that out? If I can read that out again. Hugh would have liked this. Yeah? It was like little baby learning how to speak. It doesn't learn grammar, but just speaks. And that's fantastic, yeah? Fantastic, Hubert, yeah? And vocabulary, yeah? Thanks ever so much for this, and good luck with your English. Enjoy the rest of the conference. We've just had a live lesson. We've just had a live lesson in Lublin, and thank you ever so much for coming. Good luck with your English. It's great doing live lessons at conferences. We've had about 100 teachers watching today, and it was a lot of fun.